Agent. Snoozy Bear, September 30th, 2013. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
There are times being a genius would really come in handy.
This is Houston. Your oxygen levels will be depleted unless you put the valve modulator into the auxiliary gauge after you have calibrated the flexternal matrix, not the external matrix. Do not touch that one.
I'm just the cook.
But thankfully, you don't need to be a genius to do your own taxes. Because with TurboTax, you can snap a photo of your W-2 with your smartphone, and it will automatically put your information into all the right forms. Intuit TurboTax. Taxes done smarter.
All right, 11:32, and it's the fourth day of 2016. And it occurred to me, Robin, I haven't spoken to anybody over at Jerry's Point and Gun since 2015.
It's been so long.
It's so long since we've spoken to anybody over there. Oh, there's Jerry. Look at. Hey, Jerry Steele. How you doing?
You're blasting me out on my ears.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Hey, it's a good time, but I hadn't been on there, and it wasn't my fault. I told them to get on there, and I didn't know they wasn't working the radio like they used to, and that's how come our ponds and stuff are down, and our buying is down, and you know, I gotta tell them about a place they can, if they need some money, they can come and get money, or they can come and pawn something, or they can sell us something. We're looking for stuff to buy out here at Jerry, so it's the time to bring by and get a good price for it. And if you need to sell some guns, if you have 8 or more, we'll come to your house and praise them for you. If you don't want to sell them to us, you just tell us that you'll get somebody else. We'll buy them if you'll let us, and we give you a wholesale price for them, and that'll get you on down here, since we got our president fixing to do something about gun control.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
anyway,
take care of it now.
Is he on now?
No, not yet.
Is he up there? It doesn't matter. You know, he's going to say what he wants to. But anyway, we know that whatever he's going to do don't do any good as far as taking care of these people that's shooting people. That I don't mind him putting on there that nobody that's insane can buy a gun. We don't sell them to people that's insane. We don't sell them if they say they're going to go shoot somebody. We won't sell it to them.
No,
we have a right to
refuse.
We have a right to refuse anybody. If they're out of line or they talking bad, we don't sell them guns.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's.
And I think that's the way most of the good gun dealers do.
Yeah.
So when we make a report and send it in, and they call their name in to make sure they're not criminals when they bring them down here. They got enough laws on the book to last. Whatever you're going to do, if you take them away from people, the criminals is going to still keep them.
That's it.
They're not going to worry about it. They'll break into the government arsenal to get them, and they do that all the time. They just don't report it when it happens.
Yeah.
And take them out from Army bases and all of this kind of stuff. Most of that is kept quite quiet. They don't tell about that.
Right.
But you hear about it in the grapevine, but they don't never say anything. But anyway, we do our best at the gun stores to take care of all of this.
That's right. And
I don't know of anything else that he could say or do that would help what's been going on or the people who's been using these things. But you know, I think that all good citizens should have a gun. I don't particularly agree with them carrying it on their person out in the open. Anybody coming in my store has to check them in the front door and make sure they're not loaded before they go into my store. And if they conceal weapons permit, don't say anything to me. I don't say anything to them. But if they have one openly bringing it in, I'm going to check it out, make sure it ain't loaded when it comes in.
Sure, of course. Yeah, makes sense.
If you have any of these I hush about that. That was a news commentator. That wasn't.
That was commentary.
Yeah, that won't go against you with time, Jerry.
That was political.
All right, just don't cut me short on my 30 minutes. Okay?
Oh no.
Listen, if you have anything in the tool line, good stuff, good tools, good watches, good jewelry of any kind. If it's gold or if it ain't gold, bring it. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
We'll buy silver sterling silver. Yes, silverware. We buy that. We buy all kind of guns. We buy antiques. We buy German guns, the old the German Lugers, the Mausers, the P-38s, German 98 model 98 rifles, Japanese rifles, Winchesters of all kinds. If you have an old Winchester, the other day we had one. We paid $3,000 for it.
Wow.
Good gun.
Wow.
Those are good. Those guns are worth money. Some of the old Winchesters, you never know what they'll bring. Those are the kind of guns we're looking for. We take brand new guns too. We buy any kind of gun. And like I said, if you have some at home and you're just thinking about needing some money, or you just want to get out of most of the gun business and sell them, don't give them away. You can get money for them.
Yeah, might as well. Might as well get some money for them. Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about it. If you want to bring them down here, load them up in your trunk and bring them to me, because ain't nobody going to bother you. They belong to you, and they're legitimate. If you stole them somewhere and something like that, I wouldn't suggest you putting them in your truck and bringing them down.
No, that wouldn't be good.
That
wouldn't be
You're
good.
going to get caught if you do. So we want the ones that are legitimate. And it's not a law against bringing them down in your car. Bring them to me, and we'll make sure they unloaded. But if they're not, put them in the car, and I'll unload them when you get down here. I'll come to your house and look at them and make you a price. You don't have to sell them to me. If you want them appraised, that's a different story. Just tell me you want them appraised, and I'll make you a price for coming to your house and appraising the guns, see what they're worth. Me and Kevin will come out and see if you have any tools, you have any guitars, old guitars of any kind, Martins, Gibsons, any of the old Fenders, bring them by. We give good money for those kind of things. We like those, and just anything that you have that you don't need anymore. If you need money, if you want to borrow some money, we'll be glad to help you out here at Jerry's Pawn Shop. Come and see me.
There you go.
I'm supposed to be retired, but Kevin was real good to me. He's going to let me work on it.
Go see Jerry, Jerry's Pawn and Gun, and whether you need money, whether buy something, they've got more things than you realize, and of course guns.
Okay.
Guns. Jerry, what's your phone number?
Phone number 622-3780, and I'll let you have this next 15 minutes. I'm supposed to have 30 minutes, and you took me off. So I'll get that on the next call.
All right, Jerry, you take care. Good to hear from you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, we will take a little break. We'll be right back to have fun with Joe.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral